Hello, dear viewers. It's time for a death battle reaction. This one being Phoenix versus Raven, Marvel versus DC. Now, of course, check out the original content before you ever watch anything of mine. Please support the wonderful creators and writers and all that great stuff at Death Battle. They do a great job usually, and I can't stress enough you need to support their work and make sure that they're able to continue doing what they do. Having said that, just because I'm wearing a Captain America shirt does not mean I'm rooting for Phoenix. I'm really conflicted with this because both of these females have these bird personas, the Phoenix and Raven. One is sort of the yin and the yang, but they're both pretty destructive from my understanding. I know a little bit more about the Phoenix, but I'm more of a DC fan. Again, just because I'm wearing a shirt, I didn't pick out the shirt for today. Otherwise, but having said that, this will be it'll also be like Teen Titans versus X-Men, which within the Marvel versus DC realm of things is one of those long-running butting heads sort of things. It's like their equivalent, I guess you could say, even though Doom Patrol is more of the X-Men because Doom Patrol predates X-Men, and one could make the argument that X-Men ripped them off, but I digress. Let's see how Phoenix versus Raven will do. And let's play with the BetterHelp ad.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Hopefully this reaction will be a little better than the last one I did, which I'm still apologize
the
for.
marvelous Phoenix of the X-Men.
Raven,
Marvelous! And they're using the same logo for Raven from the previous fight.
In our quest to contain the beast within, we may well be consumed by...
Bird battle time! He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I think this might be an animated fight.
In Greek mythology, the majestic phoenix bursts into flames upon its death, then rises from its own ashes. It's a symbol of nature, rebirth,
death
the
and
dawning
revival.
and setting of the sun, the beginning and end of life.
A cycle poor Jean Grey was thrown into way too young when her best friend was struck by a car right in front of her.
Just like a phoenix, the trauma of Annie's death was the start of something new. Her mutant power of telepathy. In Annie's fleeting moments, Jean bonded with her mind, and they experienced her death together.
By the way,
Yikes.
Jean was 10
Enter Professor Charles Xavier, who hoped to help Jean through her trauma.
and was also a telepath. He taught Jean how to control her ex-Jean, and she used her
Phoenix
powers
Marvel
to find
Girl.
other troubled mutant kids around the country.
Omega level
Thus, the
mutant.
first iteration of these
Meaning
marvelous
she's very
mutant
dangerous.
superheroes was born. The X-Men.
Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, Angel, and of course, Marvel Girl. We can work
Yeah,
out
that's
that
what
name.
Jean's
she
potential as a
started out
telepath was
as.
incredible.
I like that
So far
costume
beyond
a lot more
Xavier's
than the
fact that
Phoenix
He
one.
installed psionic blocks in her mind to limit
I don't know why. I think I like
power.
ponytails
At least
more
until she was mature
than
enough to wield
just
it safely.
She can read
hair
and
being-
control thoughts, communicate telepathically, rewrite and erase memories, manipulate each one of your senses, and project her mind into the astral plane.
Jean is also an expert telekinetic, capable of forming energy barriers, deconstructing giant machines, and even halting the blood flow to your brain.
Starting to feel like the guy with big hands who can climb good is a little out of place, but Jean's
Or if you
life
just
would
have
change
wings.
forever. Again, on one fateful mission.
Trapped piloting a ship through a solar storm, the Marvel Girl came into contact with an incredible
Dark Phoenix,
energy. It merged
which
with her,
is a
greatly
movie that I
enhancing her
really
power.
wanted
But
to
there was a
enjoy
catch.
more,
This thing wasn't
but I just feel
a
like
power
it just
boost.
got
It was a
the shit
giant
into the
space
stick.
bird.
More like a cosmic being, which is the embodiment of the Big Bang, destined to consume all of existence at the end of time. This is the Phoenix Force.
Well, merging with the fire chick.
I read the
turned out
X-Men
so
versus
great, 'cause all it
Avengers
wanted to do was
crossover.
blow shit up. Hey, why don't I get a Phoenix Force? That sounds awesome.
The Phoenix Force desires destruction. Its fire will one day consume all of existence. That's its purpose. Unfortunately, this need for annihilation would prove too
Her hair
much
looks
for
funny.
Jean,
It seems a
manipulating
little
and corrupting
small
her until
on her
a
scalp.
thoughtless moment where she obliterated an entire civilized planet. Billions of lives simply erased. This was the
That's a
dawn
drop in the
of the
bucket in the
Dark
Marvel
Phoenix.
Universe, I think.
Yeah, when Jean
I mean,
figured
not
out
to be
what happened, she was not okay. No matter how hard she tried to kill the Phoenix's influence, it would always rise back up. Good, because it's a Phoenix.
And so, rather than allow this absolute power to consume her, Jean heroically sacrificed herself, ending the threat.
What a beautifully
not for
tragic
long.
story about the corrupting influence of power on the human spirit.
Not really. Turns out that wasn't actually Jean. The Phoenix was just kind of pretending to be her. She came back later. Oh, and she merged with the Phoenix again.
Well, that's stupid. But hey, absolute power may corrupt absolutely, but it also absolutely owns.
As the Phoenix, Jean can channel vast amounts of cosmic energy. Absorb
Okay, now
power
we're getting
from
to the
others,
part where we
manipulate matter
didn't
down
cover
to
in the
the
preview.
subatomic level, and even scorch your soul with psionic flames.
Flames that take the shape of the Phoenix itself, grow to the size of a universe, and burn hotter than a supernova. The Phoenix can basically do anything. Stop time, open portals, see the future, raise the dead, and create pocket realities just for fun.
She can fly at massively faster than light speeds and wage mental battles across infinite distances in seconds.
El Pollo Loco even boosted Jean's natural mutant abilities to the max. She's physically strong enough to fight the Thing, and she's a stronger telepath than Moondragon was with the Mind Gem. You know, the Infinity Gauntlet bling that controls all minds in the universe?
And should Jean fall, the Phoenix can always resurrect her. So long as her soul remains intact, it will reform her body no matter how many times it's destroyed.
Which is good, since she's died literally 15 times. As of this
Yeah.
recording, at least. She probably died again in 2024. But hey, when Jean's not around, the Phoenix has jumped into other people. Rachel Gray,
That was a good one. That was a good cutaway.
It's got a thing for redheads.
Oh, do you think it was a bad idea to have Jocelyn study it?
I demand a raise!
Nah, she's fine.
Well, even with plenty of hosts to choose from, the Phoenix would often end up back with Jean.
Like a clingy, codependent ex. While
Nice.
Jean might be stuck in
Though
a
the
kind
hair
of love
still looks a
Ouroboros
little
with Scott,
wonky.
Logan, Emma, basically everyone. Her true bestie is the Phoenix.
Because according to the Phoenix Force, she is its perfect vessel. The Phoenix is powerful enough to stalemate Galactus and defeat the being Necrom, who was going to collapse the multiverse into a singularity. With Old Man Logan as its host, the Phoenix saved the entire Omniverse from destruction.
Yeah, basically the embodiment of the previous multiverse got mad and tried to flood reality with his evil juices. So, Old Man Phoenix
Aw,
held back a
puppy.
tsunami that would have erased all of Marvel Comics.
Let's move on. Even after multiple possessions, Jean was never quite free from the influence of the Dark Phoenix and the threat of its ultimate destruction.
But Jean's like the nicest and most patient person ever, so she eventually sort of got through to the Phoenix Force.
And with their combined power emotionally stabilized, Jean reached her ultimate state of being, the White Phoenix of the Crown.
Sounds like a Dark Souls boss, and just as bullshit. White Phoenix is a perfect merging of Jean and the Phoenix Force, allowing her to control time and space and hold friggin' universes in her hand.
And giving her dominion over the White Hot Room, the highest plane of existence and the center of the Phoenix's power. Beyond the far shore of reality, it is a dimension the Phoenix has complete control over and even gets stronger while in it.
But Phoenix could never get out of that let's kill everyone mindset. So Jean finally confronted it and dumped his ass. Yeah, she dumped a cosmic god of destruction. You go, girl. Time to take back the good old days of... Wait, they're calling her Marvel Girl again? Roll it back.
But like a phoenix, the two will inevitably rise again and reunite, refreshed and renewed, with a passion that can melt stars and set our souls aflame. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
So that
It
was
can
the
be easy to
Phoenix,
spend all your
and
time
yeah,
on your work,
she's
your
powerful.
friends, your family. But how much time do you actually spend on yourself?
Therapy
Really
can be an
powerful,
incredible
like
asset to your
crazy
mental health.
powerful. But they
Even
didn't
if you don't think
go
you
over
need it
any of
right
her
at this
weaknesses.
moment. A lot of these problems
I
can be
guess
hard to solve
Raven
without
could
someone
try and
from
attack her
outside
soul.
perspective. It's easy to accept things the way they are without realizing that maybe they could be better.
But-
Everyone can benefit from becoming the best version of themselves. Positive coping
That's the
skills,
only thing I
setting
can really
boundaries, supporting others without leaving yourself
remember
behind, all
is the whole
incredibly important to practice in your journey for self-fulfillment.
her soul being attacked, and if without her soul, because they seem to be a perfect bond for one another.
All you have to do to start is fill out a brief questionnaire to be matched with a licensed therapist. And if you'd like to make a change, you can.
And I did like that cutaway joke for the 16th time. Jean Grey will eventually die.
Visit BetterHelp.com/deathbattle today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/deathbattle.
All right, let's see what Raven has for us.
Once upon a midnight prairie, the demon Lord Trigon had a plan to escape his extra-dimensional prison.
By manipulating
Sets
a poor young
the tone
Gothmite
really well.
named Angela Roth, he would spawn a half-demon
Trigon.
child that would summon him to Earth.
See, this is one of the many reasons you don't live in Gotham. Thankfully, Angela was rescued and taken to a dimension called Azarath, filled with a bunch of smelly space hippies.
And there, she would have
My
her
first
daughter, Raven.
The
encounter with
Azarath
Teen
people
Titans
were
was with the
terrified of
cartoon.
Raven. If she ever lost control of herself, even for a moment, she could release Trigon into the world and kickstart the apocalypse.
So they trained her to control her mind, forbidding her from feeling any emotions whatsoever, and thus suppress
Rachel
Trigon's
Roth, I never knew that's her
influence,
real
which
name.
is smart, since even without Trigon, she's strong enough to accidentally destroy the universe.
I don't know, Wiz. Being told that if I get too mad or too happy, I'd let loose the actual devil might just make me a tad bit stressed out of my goddamn mind. I call it the prequel trilogy School of Psychotherapy. And much like a Jedi, Raven learned some sick magical powers.
Raven is an empath and can sense the emotions of others even from across the universe. She can shape those emotions so precisely.
So she'll
it
probably
acts
be
as
able
a
to
form
sense
of
the
mind control.
Phoenix.
She can sense your presence, absorb and redirect your pain, steal your energy for herself, communicate telepathically, erase
Steal your
memories,
energy?
or just turn your brain off and put you to sleep.
Her telepathy is so strong, she could resist a mental attack from the Hive Queen, whose psionic abilities could overpower even Superman's mental defenses.
God, I could use that some nights. And he can resist mind control from dudes who can destroy the multiverse. Seems like she's got this emotion
not the
shit locked
Omniverse.
down. What's the problem?
Her very soul. While her body is ostensibly human, her soul is the locus for Trigon's corruption, and she can separate it from her own body in the form of her silhouette.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, that's just a bird.
This soul self is non-corporeal and can be controlled from an interstellar distance away. She can use it to fly, teleport across dimensions, possess people, smash ponies like a battering ram, and even absorb things into a pocket dimension of infinite darkness.
Or the nightmares.
It can also regenerate from complete disintegration.
Sort of like a soul healing factor. You know, they probably should have thought twice about making the person who could accidentally end the world such a badass.
Given Raven's fear of her dreaded destiny, it's fitting that her soul self should take the form of her namesake, a raven. Across multiple mythologies and cultures, the raven symbolizes prophecy, death, and ill omen.
Hey, if ravens mean bad news, what about gooses?
Wanna fight me, motherfuckers? I'll nibble you. I'll nibble your eyes out. I'll nibble your
Oh, right. They symbolize assholes.
Upon turning 18, Raven feared Trigon's growing presence and went to Earth to form a super team capable of combating him.
Screw you, Satan! It's the Teen Titans! These kids may seem like the Justice League Junior Edition, but with Raven as their white and black mage combo, they were out kicking butt and saving the world.
You can add Warrior, too. On one of their adventures, Raven's physical body was enhanced to match Donna Troy, an Amazonian strong enough to withstand a blast from the Universe Buster Monarch.
Well, that's just bad game design.
Raven's vast arsenal of magic includes lightning, force fields, illusions, telekinesis, shape-shifting, matter manipulation, stopping and traveling through time, and most dangerously, her control over souls.
She can rip your soul out of your body and absorb it to get stronger. Even controlling a universe full of souls all at once is no big deal.
And should someone attempt to possess her, she can tether their soul to hers, absorbing them.
Like in a possible future timeline where she did just that to the four horsemen of the apocalypse. She got strong enough to destroy all of creation. She was called the Unkindness, which is actually the term for a group of ravens. Neat.
All of these powers
Oh, I never
were an
knew that.
incredible asset for the Titans. No longer alone in Azarath, awaiting inevitable doom, Raven found a new home with new friends.
And a potential green-skinned love interest that DC is too cowardly to commit to. Come on, guys. We all ship it.
Alongside Raven, the Titans have defeated the Church of Blood, the alien conqueror Mongol, and the Brotherhood of Evil. However, the more Raven used her powers, the more Trigon's influence grew, unleashing a frightening transformation. Dark Raven.
Yeah, you can throw empathy out the window. As Dark Raven, she's a force of pure destruction. A perfect vanguard for her pop's hellish army.
Like in the New 52 era, where she led Trigon's forces, conquering worlds for, quote, an eternity.
Even destroying her body won't do much. She'll just keep fighting as a messed up demon ghost.
But the Titans were not fair-weather friends. With their love and support, Raven overcame her dark side and purified her soul to battle her all-powerful father.
We've been talking around him for a while, but Trigon is one of the biggest, baddest
Yep.
mother effers in DC Comics. Literally, evil personified. He's wiped out the Justice League with no effort, including our old pal, pre-crisis Superman.
The same Superman who flew so fast he broke the bonds of infinity. Trigon's destroyed entire universes, matched the fifth-dimensional imp Mr. Mxyzptlk, and even killed Dr. Fate in an alternate dimension. The same Dr. Fate who flew across reality at the velocity
See
of
of God.
Yeah, he's pretty strong, but so is Raven. You see, Raven was raised as a pacifist, afraid that if she let loose her father's powers would kill everyone she loved.
But in truth, Raven's power never belonged to her father in the first place. It was hers. And Trigon had no idea how strong his daughter really was.
With the Rings of Azar, Raven bonded with Azarath to overpower Trigon and destroy his soul. Even though her body got nuked in the process, she just kept superheroing without it. That's right, as a ghost!
But even without her father's direct influence, Raven's incredible power continued to prove impressive. Like the time she fought the Spectre, an unbound angel of wrath whose conflicts often threaten all of reality.
Long have the legends of old proclaimed the awesome might of the Goth GF, but I never knew they were true until this day, Wizard.
Okay. Portents of Doom are nothing new for this shadow-clad sorceress. With her teammates at her side, there's no future this Titan can't overcome.
So they pointed out a lot about Raven being able to attack the soul and being able to survive a lot of stuff. So I'm going with Raven, but let's see what happens. Oh, 2D animated.
Come to burn my home to ashes. The demon inside you is too strong to be left alive. I'm sorry. This is for the good of the universe.
I like the animated portion. I like the birds.
Azarath Metrion Zinthos! Darkness take you!
Another world.
What's the matter? Afraid of the dark. You don't control my mind.
I did like at the beginning you heard that da-da-da-da. Dark Raven. Evil Raven. Unleash the Phoenix.
It's too late for you now.
Just the Dark Phoenix.
Let me cleanse you of your demons. Sear and scorch them all away. No, I'll take this pain from you.
Took away the...
Enough! I'm taking taking everything that twisted you to somewhere white, hot, pure.
I really don't want either of them to lose.
Scott, Charles, everyone, give me strength. I am not the daughter of a demon. I am a daughter of Azarath. Azarath, Metrion Kingdom! I'm home.
She can live as a ghost.
KO!
Yes!
I think they could have just talked this one out.
This
I
was
feel
a
like they could've.
nail-biter, and perhaps that's surprising, since Raven's reputation hardly matches that of the almighty Phoenix.
Probably because Raven's always holding back. When she does it, you don't have to dig too deep to see that these two are evenly matched in power.
The Phoenix Force was strong enough to hold back the destruction of all creation, but Raven had multiple showings of battling similarly powerful characters like Trigon and the Spectre, and
Yep,
both could compete
like
with
spiritual
speeds
defense
exceeding infinity.
can destroy
Sure,
Soul
she got
Self.
a power boost in the white hot room, but that didn't make her invincible. The Phoenix has been overpowered there before, like by this big green cat. So throw stats out the window. This fight came down to their abilities.
Both were immeasurably powerful telepaths. Both
How
could
immeasurably?
control matter and time, and both could absorb each other's energy. However, Raven's ability to survive and fight as just her soul meant that most of Jean's offensive arsenal could not end the fight.
Yep.
The Phoenix Force could have attempted to possess Raven's soul, but Raven has tethered her essence to other similarly powerful beings and absorbed them in the past.
And while the Phoenix's fire has shown to burn souls, Raven's has regenerated from complete disintegration.
On the flip side, Jean actually had very little defense against Raven's soul manipulation.
Yep.
The Phoenix could regenerate Jean's body, but not her spirit.
When Rachel Gray's soul was shattered, the Phoenix was actually incapable of healing it on its own. And while the Phoenix Force itself will be reborn in the White Hot Room, this can take months, years, even centuries.
So it could be one hell of a war of attrition, but ultimately only Raven had the ability to finish this battle.
Jean Grey was one of the strongest beings we've ever seen. But Raven's own awesome might, brilliant magic, and unique soul-destroying powers snuffed out her fire for good.
Will the
I love that.
Phoenix rise again, returning from that far, far shore? Quoth the Raven, nevermore.
The winner is
I love the Edgar Allan Poe.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We have a new death battle releasing every 2 weeks this year. And click the join button to get new perks
All right,
and extra content.
let's see who-
Planet level members even
let's
see
see what
death
happened
battles
next
before
time.
anyone else, so don't miss out.
Guts. Dimitri. I don't know Fire Emblem. I only know Guts, and that's only because of the previous death battle. But yay, Raven won! That was a good fight. I was able to wrap my head around that a little bit better than the last one, which it was a good fight, but it just was it had a lot going on, and I kind of called it with the with Raven, like being able to attack the soul and be able to survive as a ghost. And nothing that the Phoenix Force, as powerful as it is, said that it could destroy Raven's soul self. And so I was right on that one. Another notch on the Marvel vs. DC belt, which I know a lot of people are getting tired of, but it's one of the longest running rivalries, and you have so many possibilities. If at all, or if anything, it's a good filler idea. They present a lot of great fillers. So, but what did you guys think, dear viewers? Did you enjoy this fight? Did you enjoy this reaction? If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Please comment whatever thoughts you have. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Please take care of yourselves. And I think that's just about it. Take care.